she has been assaulted inside the CM residence. Accordingly, local police responded to the call and SHO and the local police reached at the spot. After some time, MP Madam Swati Maliwal ji came to police station civil lines. She left the police station without giving any complaints. In this matter, till now, no complaint has been received. Thank you.
सर आज सीएम हाउस में क्या मालीवाल के साथ मार पिटाई की पुलिस कॉल दी?
सुबह 9:34 बजे के आसपास एक पीसीआर कॉल आई थी जिसमें लेडी कॉलर ने कहा था कि उनके साथ सीएम हाउस के अंदर मार पिटाई हुई है। इसके बाद लोकल पुलिस ने इस कॉल पर रेस्पॉन्ड किया। कुछ देर बाद एमपी मैडम स्वाति मालीवाल जी पुलिस स्टेशन सिविल लाइन्स आई, जहां से वो बिना कंप्लेंट दिए चली गई। इस मामले में अभी तक हमें कोई रिटर्न कंप्लेंट नहीं मिली।
किस पर मारपिटाई का आरोप है? कितना मंत्री के आवास पर मारपिटाई हुई है? कॉल की है। एक बार रुक जाओ ना, रुक जाओ। अरे बोलने दो यार सर को यार। शांत हो जाओ यार। पूरी क्या घटना हुई है सर? क्या घटना हुई है जो स्वाति मालीवाल ने मारपिटाई की पुलिस कॉल भी की?
At 9:34 AM around in the morning, we received a PCR call wherein the caller said that she has been assaulted inside the CM residence. Accordingly, local police responded to the call and SHO and the local police reached at the spot. After some time, MP Madam Swati Maliwal ji came to police station civil lines. She left the police station without giving any complaints. In this matter, till now, no complaint has been received. Thank you.
सर आज सीएम हाउस में क्या मालीवाल के साथ मार पिटाई की पुलिस कॉल दी?
सुबह 9:34 बजे के आसपास एक पीसीआर कॉल आई थी जिसमें लेडी कॉलर ने कहा था कि उनके साथ सीएम हाउस के अंदर मार पिटाई हुई है। इसके बाद लोकल पुलिस ने इस कॉल पर रेस्पॉन्ड किया। कुछ देर बाद एमपी मैडम स्वाति मालीवाल जी पुलिस स्टेशन सिविल लाइन्स आई, जहां से वो बिना कंप्लेंट दिए चली गई। इस मामले में अभी तक हमें कोई रिटर्न कंप्लेंट नहीं मिली।
किस पर मारपिटाई का आरोप है? कितना मंत्री के आवास पर मारपिटाई हुई है? कॉल की है। एक बार रुक जाओ ना, रुक जाओ। अरे बोलने दो यार सर को यार। शांत हो जाओ यार। पूरी क्या घटना हुई है सर? क्या घटना हुई है जो स्वाति मालीवाल ने मारपिटाई की पुलिस कॉल भी की?
At 9:34 AM around in the morning, we received a PCR call wherein the caller said that she has been assaulted inside the CM residence. Accordingly, local police responded to the call and SHO and the local police reached at the spot. After some time, MP Madam Swati Maliwal ji came to police station civil lines. She left the police station without giving any complaints. In this matter, till now, no complaint has been received. Thank you.
सर आज सीएम हाउस में क्या मालीवाल के साथ मार पिटाई की पुलिस कॉल दी?
सुबह 9:34 बजे के आसपास एक पीसीआर कॉल आई थी जिसमें लेडी कॉलर ने कहा था कि उनके साथ सीएम हाउस के अंदर मार पिटाई हुई है। इसके बाद लोकल पुलिस ने इस कॉल पर रेस्पॉन्ड किया। कुछ देर बाद एमपी मैडम स्वाति मालीवाल जी पुलिस स्टेशन सिविल लाइन्स आई, जहां से वो बिना कंप्लेंट दिए चली गई। इस मामले में अभी तक हमें कोई रिटर्न कंप्लेंट नहीं मिली।
किस पर मारपिटाई का आरोप है? कितना मंत्री के आवास पर मारपिटाई हुई है? कॉल की है। एक बार रुक जाओ ना, रुक जाओ।
Understanding low-level system design is extremely important in order to build scalable, robust apps. So how do interviewers test candidates on this skill? With case-based projects. One such most frequently asked case is the system design of payment apps. To help you prepare better, Scalar has organized a free masterclass on the low-level design and architecture of payment apps. You can register and benefit from this interactive live session with our instructors and increase your chances in case this question is asked in your next interview. Click on the link below to register.
As organizations increasingly rely on data and technology to drive their operations and make informed decisions, the need for professionals who can help bridge the gap between technology and business has grown. And then there comes the business analyst who play a crucial role in helping the organization. As a result, the demand for business analysts with the right mix of technical and business skills is high and is likely to remain so in the future. Hello everyone and welcome to this session. You are currently watching an Edureka Business Analytics full course video. By the end of this video, you will have a thorough understanding of business analytics from theory to practical applications. Now, if you love watching videos like these, then subscribe to Edureka's YouTube channel and click the bell button to never miss out any updates from us. Also, if you wish to obtain Edureka's certification course, then please see the link in the description below. Now it's time to begin with our agenda, where we'll have a brief overview of what we will cover in this business analytics full course video. We will start with understanding the current trends and how to become a business analyst. Next, we will see what does a business analyst do. Now, it's time to delve deep into the technical concepts of business analytics. We'll start with the predictive analysis using Python, after which we will work on data analytics using Excel. Next, we will go ahead with understanding the Agile methodology, followed by the Scrum methodology. We will also see how to become a BI analyst. Well, we truly hope that this session assists you in getting jobs in the industry. In order to accomplish this, we will look at some of the important business analytics interview questions with answers. So stick till the end. Now let's start with our session with how to become a business analyst.
Now, getting started with why become a business analyst. Now, first and foremost aspect of becoming a business analyst is looking for job opportunities. So, when it comes to job opportunities, comes with no surprise that there are ample amount of job opportunities all across the world. But having numbers will always help us, right? So, with that, the first number we're going to consider here is for India, which is around 13,000 vacant jobs, while in US there are about 100,000 vacant jobs. Now this includes both for freshers or even experience. Of course, this data is being taken from LinkedIn and Glassdoor, and similarly, which is known as the Silicon Hub in India, Bangalore itself has around 2,000 vacant jobs merely for business analysts, which includes experienced and entry-level jobs. And Silicon Hub of the world, perhaps California, has around 4,000 vacant jobs. Again, data as taken by LinkedIn and Glassdoor. Now, similarly, your next question with respect to why you should become a business analyst should be salaries. We have got you covered on that basis as well as an average salary right from entry level to an experienced average in India will earn up to 7 lakh per year, and while in US will earn up to 77,000 per year. Now this again is taken by LinkedIn and Glassdoor. Now with these kinds of aspects and data in your hand, why do you want to wait? Just go ahead and start your preparation. Before that, you'll have hundreds of questions to be answered. Now, do not worry because we have got all your doubts to be solved in this video itself. The next thing that you will have is companies hiring. Definitely, there are ample number of companies hiring from basic entry level to experience level. Now, the companies that are hiring are even in product based and service based. Now, they could be high-end companies such as IBM, Deloitte, Capgemini, Oracle, Accenture, and to any of the startups as well. Now, these are some of the companies that I've mentioned here. There are many more adding on to this list. With that said, how to become a business analyst? Well, there are many aspects again to consider. First being the job description. Now, in job description, you can see what exactly a company or a recruiter is looking for in you as a business analyst. Firstly, I've considered a Amazon job description. Here, Amazon is looking for almost entry-level business analyst itself with just at least 1 year of experience. Now, with this, you can see in the highlighted portions that Amazon is basically looking for a highly advanced proficiency in SQL, Microsoft Excel, statistical analysis. He might also be looking for a person who is well versed in data visualization tools such as Tableau or even Power BI here, QuickSight, and he must be good in identifying and accessing relevant data with extremely powerful insights on analysis and to draw conclusions. So from this, we can draw a gist that for becoming a business analyst in Amazon, as per this job description, he needs to be good in SQL, at least know few tools of Microsoft, good in data analysis, use Tableau or any such data analytical tools, statistic analysis as well. Similarly, why don't we look at one of the other descriptions to understand better? Here I've considered IBM, and again in IBM, as you can see, SQL is predominantly asked. The next thing is basic programming languages along with, again, Microsoft tools. Data modeling and modeling techniques are something else that's been asked in IBM here. Drawing conclusions out of this is again SQL, Microsoft tools, data modeling, programming languages here. Now, if you can see in the first statement, daily scrum handling is also an important job of a business analyst. We'll come to that later in this session today. The next thing that we're going to do is we'll look at one more final job description to draw another conclusion so that we have clear-cut idea of as to what a business analyst should be well versed in. Here I've considered Oracle, where they are looking for a project accounting, project setup maintenance, analyzing data, support, and closely work with project team. Everything is related with a project. Now you can analyze here that a business analyst is a business analyst with respect to a project and with respect to a business. Now that depends on what company is hiring you. So here, considering a project, the skills that one needs here is project management, Microsoft tools, and data analysis. Again, common are Microsoft tools and data analysis. Now with all these skills kept in mind, we can draw some conclusions which are the skills required to become a business analyst. Now here in this slide, that's what we are going to focus on. From the job descriptions that we just went through, we saw that SQL or any other database concepts are something that is very, very important. Now knowing SQL is very important as SQL itself helps in understanding the data, writing queries as a business analyst. The next thing is Microsoft tools. Now, if you are an experienced candidate and you're switching careers towards business analyst, it is an added advantage for you as we as IT professionals would have come across one or the other or three even Microsoft tools in a regular basis. So this is an easier aspect for us. So knowing Excel in an advanced manner will always help you in approaching towards business analysis. The next thing is analytical skills, which is a very important aspect for a business analyst. Now, we saw in one of the job description that programming skills is also needed. Of course, you don't have to write codes here. It is not a core technical job anyway. So knowing basics of programming language will also help. As you know, business analysts do not have to do any core technical coding here. So knowing basics of programming language will also help him. Now, if you are from a technical background, then if you have a little coding knowledge also will come in handy. The next thing is statistical analysis. Now, knowing statistical analysis is quite important as a business analyst, he needs to run through all the data related documents or any kind of information which involves statistical decision making. The next thing is program management skills. Now, all these skills that I'm discussing here are actually the skills which you have training in on our website. Now, if you go to edureka.co, you will find there is course for Microsoft Excel, there is course for analytical skills, any kind of programming language, or even project management. There is a certification that you can get in PMP as well. So as a business analyst, like I was saying, project management is one of the basic skills that you need to know. How to manage a project, what is the problem statement, how to satisfy the customer, what exactly do the stakeholders keep in mind. Everything from end to end you need to know. The next thing is Scrum management. Now, when a particular project is being started, from the person who is a developer, who is an investor, who is the client, who is the end user, everyone needs to be on the same page. For this, Scrum is very important. You need to manage what is going on today, what is going to be tomorrow, everything. And this, who does this is business analyst. So Scrum management is an important skill that is to be needed by a business analyst. Next thing is data visualization tools such as Tableau, Power BI, any such things. With that, we should understand the trends right now we have in business analysis. The first thing, according to 2020, agile was extremely unavoidable. Now, agile technique was not even implemented until probably 2020. Of course, there were companies which were using also, but then predominantly they were not implemented. So then after 2020, they realized that agile is something that every business or every company using business analyst should implement agile technique. And then our prime focus is customers. As well said saying says that customers are the king, and hence our focus should be on customers. The next thing is obviously visual thinking superpowers for product owners. Now, as a product owner, it is important that they estimate everything related to the product. Now, it is important to have your visual aspect, visual power with respect to product, as even the client needs to understand what your product is all about. Now, mind you, we are also one among the product owners. By we, I mean business analyst. Now, taking product-centric approach. Like I said, customer is the king, product is the queen. Now, with customer and product being the centric, any kind of business can reach towards the end. That said, data-driven forward planning. Now, every data from who is the owners, who is the client, or who is the end user, anything should be put into data, and every day our work should be with respect to that, and planning should be made with respect to the data that we have in hand, and this is where our data driven approach or planning comes into picture. Finally, we need to understand that cybersecurity is something that every business, every company, be it big or small, must have. And business analyst, because this person keeps everything in account, will always help you towards cybersecurity and maintaining the security of your data. Now, data security is very important, be it you are in a sensitive business or an open business as well. That being understood, some of the tools a business analyst uses in order to perform his analysis is modern requirements for DevOps, ClickUp, Smartsheet, Adobe Acrobat, Blueprint, Jira Core, SmartDraw, and many others. Now, these are the tools that are mainly and predominantly used in most of the businesses, top core businesses per se. Now, there are many more tools. If you look up on the internet, probably you'll get. You can go on and learn about any of them if that interests you. Now, learning at least one will help you and come in handy as a business analyst.
Who is a business analyst? So, a business analyst is somebody who bridges the gap between internal IT team and the business using data analytics to assess processes, determine requirements, and deliver data-driven recommendations, and finally present reports to executives and stakeholders. So let's break that down a little bit, shall we? First, a business analyst is a person who stands between the internal IT team and the client that has certain requirements. So a business analyst understands those requirements, whatever it may be, to build an app, to get an insight on what direction their business should take, whatever it may be. They understand all of the requirements for the clients, and they act as a proxy for the clients and help the IT team develop the results that are going to be satisfactory for the client, that will help the client make data-driven decisions, and that is exactly what a business analyst is. So now you might ask yourself, well, that is all nice and dandy, but what do they actually do in order to accomplish that? So let's use an example of Stuart, who is a business analyst working for an application development firm. And so that's the business analyst, and let's take a look at the client. So the client in this example is Martha, who is an IT manager at a modern hospital, who is tasked with making a mobile application that allows its customers to make appointments, consult doctors, view their medical reports and receipts, and make payments for hospital bills through their online account, all without having to wait in line, which is so much of a discomfort and inconvenience for patients. So Martha thinks instead of hiring a whole team to make this application, she's just going to approach a company that is going to help her with this. So Martha approaches Stuart's company to see if they can help her with making the app. That's where she meets Stuart, who's been assigned to work on Martha's project from start to finish. Martha discusses the vision behind the app, and Stuart probes Martha to form a picture of what the final product should be like. He assures Martha that he will take it from here and deliver the product as per requirements, budget, and time frame. But how does he do all of that? Well, let's find out. So in this section, we will attempt to understand the roles and responsibilities of a business analyst by using the same example of Stuart and Martha. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing that Stuart has to do is to understand the vision behind the app, what Martha and the hospital are trying to achieve with this app. Here he understands properly what the motives behind making these applications are. Next, he gathers all the requirements from Martha by asking her the appropriate questions about the apps. He does this so that he can understand what the app should look like and how it should function. So he coordinates with Martha to gather all the functional requirements like features and how they function, customer data security, payment system, automatic assistant on the app, etc. And non-functional requirements like look and feel of the app. After he documents all of this, he then allots resources. So what does that mean? He assigns the various parts of the projects to respective teams, such as the development team, the user experience and user interface team, and so on, and finalizes all the tools and software they're going to need for the project, keeping in mind the budget of the client, of course, and the time frame. So the project has been delegated to appropriate parties and they are all off to races in order to finish the project.
We're supercharging our remote configs with the release of our JSON editor on ByteBrew. With our new JSON editor and remote configs, we unlock the ability to remotely update a payload to your game within a single key, so you can change multiple game values with just one config. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up now and start using ByteBrew free today.
And so his next duty is to make sure that he tracks the progress and offers recommendation. So what do I mean by that? So as the project develops, he monitors its progress to make sure that the client's needs are addressed. He also makes useful suggestions to improve the project and points out corrections to make if needed, in order to make sure that clients' needs are met. But not only that, he also conducts meetings between Martha and the assigned teams to discuss and decide on how to rectify the issues quickly. Making an application is a complex process, so there are bound to be mistakes that are happening and issues to be cropping up. So to iron them out, he conducts meetings so everybody is on the same page. This also ensures that Martha is always in the loop and knows how the project is coming along. So let's say they worked hard and a prototype is ready. So once it is ready, he begins user testing and after thorough testing collects their feedback. This helps with improvement, correction, and finalization of the product. This also helps with deciding whether the app has met the client's expectations. It gives an idea on improvements and corrections to make, which are communicated to the development team, and this cycle continues until a deliverable product is ready. So the prototype has been through a few iterations of corrections and improvement, and now is finally looking ready. So now what Stuart does is he analyzes the gathered data of the app and uses data visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI to make reports that provide insight on the app's performance. These reports could be as simple as charts in a document explaining the data, or could be in form of dashboard with multi-dimensional visual reports based on key performance indicators of the app. Or, outside this example, it could be used to portray business sales figures, employee performance, and endless other possibilities. But stay with me, let's stick to this example. After analyzing the data and generating reports and putting it in a nice visual form, now Stuart can move on to the last part of the project. Finally, the project is complete. Stuart documents all pertinent information about projects such as app documentation, like how to use it, maintenance processes, and so on, along with the findings and reportings after testing. Stuart presents all of this to Martha and other stakeholders from the hospital and give them a walkthrough of the whole app and explains the reports. And so now is the product delivery time. Stuart carried out all his roles and responsibilities in Martha's project and is ready to deliver the hospital health app to her on time and in budget. Martha, her CTO, and the hospital are all happy with the app. It will help their customers and staff immensely.
Let us understand what exactly predictive analysis is. So what is predictive analysis? Predictive analytics or analysis encompasses a variety of statistical techniques from data mining, predictive modeling, and machine learning that actually analyze the current and historical facts to make predictions about future or otherwise unknown events. So this is the basic definition from Wikipedia. So we basically use the previously collected data to predict an outcome or an event. So typically, historical data is used to build a mathematical model. In our case, we can call it a classifier or a predictive model or a regressor, which actually captures the important trends. And then the current data is used on that model to predict what will happen next or to suggest actions to take optimal outcomes. So let us take a look at various applications where we can actually use predictive analysis. So we can use predictive analysis for a lot of things. First of all, we have campaign management. So let's say we have a campaign, we have to figure out what kind of audience will be there or what kind of our target audience is. So we can analyze the previous data of our previous campaigns that we might have managed previously. And according to that, we can figure out some suggestions or, the course of action that we have to take. So this is one campaign management that we can do using the predictive analysis. Or for recent examples, let's say an election campaign, a lot of people are gathering a lot of data of previous elections, like how it happened and what are the major factors that led to the winning of some so and so person. So this is how we can use predictive analysis in campaign management. Then there is customer acquisition. So we can analyze the whole business and we can figure out different points to figure out what kind of task or events we can actually produce in order to make our business better, so that we'll be able to make customer acquisition better. And then we have budgeting and forecasting as well. Similarly, taking a look at previous data, we can finalize some budget and forecast few related pointers. For example, we have stock prediction using Python or any other language such as R also. And then we have fraud detection, so we can manage a lot of data. Like for credit card companies, they make use of hundreds and hundreds of users, and they analyze the data to predict or detect the fraudulent transactions in their data. And then there is promotions as well, so we can analyze the target audience. We can follow the trends, like they are following the types of content they're actually going for. And then similarly, you can make promotions according to that. Then there is pricing also, like you can figure out, let's say